Arsenal are going to be crowned Premier League champions this season. Yep, honestly, let me tell you why. Although there is one thing that can stop it. Listen, I'm on your side. I'm desperate for Man City to lose a grip of 5 winning titles from 7 available since Pep stormed into the club and stormed into the Premier League. Listen, if you're an Arsenal fan, I know you've had 20 years of hurt. I know you missed the Wenger years. I know you have a team to do it. I know you hate Pep. I know you were jealous of Haaland. I know that you've got the best team in England. I know that you were in pole position for 10 months of the season last year. I know you've got an action man for a manager. But you just can't seem to get it over the line. But you can this time. Rather than wander down memory lane to when things were black and white, let's start with the end of last season. Arteta's team pushed hard all year for the trophy, boosted by the signings of Jesus, Zinchenko and the return of Saliba. But just like your 2021-22 campaign, the Gunners' lack of defensive depth stopped them from reaching their target at the end of the season, with a dramatic drop-off in April and May. Despite a brief dip in form in February, Arsenal's defining run of games came in April. 4 games completely changed the title race as the Gunners lost the grip on the trophy. 3 draws in 3 game weeks against Liverpool, West Ham and Southampton meant that Man City were ready to take the box seat, and they never looked back. The final nails in the coffin for Arsenal were 3 defeats against Man City, doesn't he look smug, Brighton and my club, Nottingham Forest. It's not my fault, but my mate Big T scored the winner. Okay, don't click off the video, Arsenal fans. I have some good news. This season has shown a much fitter Arsenal for me, proving that they can press again and again and again for a full game. They tore Man United's tactic apart recently with the press, even giving United a shock head start totally against the run of play. On its own, that was a title-winning performance for me, and that level of fitness will yield huge gains this year. You've also had a decent-ish transfer window. Rice is a beautiful footballer, a complete midfielder for me. Tackles, long passes, crossing, pressing, and masses of energy, and a great age. Timber also, what a player, but what bad luck. An ACL pretty much knocking him out for the majority of this season. And then finally there's Havertz. I can't talk about him right now. It upsets me. I'll have to come back to him. Your current stock is brimming with talent. Saka, Odegaard, Jesus, Saliba. These are all worldies for me. Listen, you nearly won the league last year until the final crumble. Something of which I've not seen for a long time. But taking aside the results, there is one main thing that killed you. Injuries. And this is the one thing that will stop you wrestling the title from Man City this year. I did warn you that there was just one thing, no more. Jesus is an injury magnet. Keeping him fit or buying a good backup in January is vital. I've already mentioned Timber and what a loss that is. Last season, the lack of squad depth also played a role in your downfall. Unlike Manchester City, who have a strong bench filled with quality players that would fit in any Premier League team. Arsenal really struggled when they had to rotate the squad due to injuries and fatigue. I'll give you an example. Saka played 4,897 minutes in all competitions. That's 54 and a half full 90-minute games over a 38-game league season. Wow. That's down to Arteta for me. I'm sorry. I know he's a Pep wannabe, the way he struts Pep-like around the dressing room, but you have to be sensible, Mikel. Yes, I'm talking to you, Mikel. Rest players like Saka and your other jewels in the crown in the English Cup competitions, for God's sake. The bench just isn't strong enough yet. Another couple of transfer windows will help this, but come on, let's stay on track here. This video is about domination this season. Right. It's coming to the end of the video. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Havertz. I say again, Havertz. I've got no words. I can't actually put this better than Lee Gunner put it.
Just looking at his face, I want to punch him. Just want to punch him. Do not like that geezer at all. Do not rate him. I've seen enough for 3 years of him at Chelsea to know he ain't very good. Yeah, but what do I know? Yeah, if you can't see what Arteta's doing, you can F off down the lane. Said all the sheep. Bah. let's just in. Now he's in an Arsenal shirt. We should back him. We should give him a chance. How about prove to me you deserve to play for my club? How about that?
Okay, high press time. Release the stats. So midfielders, they need to tackle, they need to pass, and then they need to be a goal threat as well. So a bit of an all-round player. So I'm going to give your ears a break for a minute while I flash these stats up. And these stats are the midfielders that I think should be in and around the squad. But I'll also include Havertz in there, just so you can see that, in my opinion, Partey should be playing, which would push, naturally, Rice a little bit further up. Finally, Mikel mentality. I know he can lose it with the best of them. I'll piss off Mikel, chuffing action man head. But he needs to create a winning mentality in these final run-ins. This is where Man City absolutely dominate. But this year, the clutch player, Gundogan, is missing. And he's their final furlong man. Every year he does it. And another year in, Haaland figured out by most teams. Haaland injury? Who knows? Arsenal fans, I'm trusting you to bring the team home to the title this year. Other than, obviously, if my club Forest have a miraculous Leicester City run. Other than that, remember to like and subscribe, and come on you Gunners.